Good morning and welcome to Smell the Coffee with Ashwin Betty and Diana Master on a Friday morning just before we head into the wonderful weekend. It has been a crazy week, hasn't it?
It has been a crazy week in terms of news, in terms of just, I don't know, there's a lot going on in the world, man.
Yes, definitely. I mean, look, if you look at some of the highlights from the week, there was the judgment from the Shannon Wassafo trial,
Yes.
which brought out a lot of voices from within Namibia. Then there was also the judgment on the marriage for the LGBTQ plus folks who get married outside Namibia. Their marriage is now being recognized in Namibia. I had a quick brush of the newspapers this morning. I saw that some SWAPO folks are not happy with the decision. So it's going to be interesting to see how that unfolds socially. However, generally once the Supreme Court has spoken, no one can speak after that.
Can say otherwise, yes.
Looking forward to the weekend?
Definitely looking forward to the weekend. Winter is my favorite season.
All right.
So I'm going to be cuddled up in bed with my hot water bottle. And I have to say, I'm so excited. I know to some people out there, it sounds sad that I'm going to be cuddling my hot water bottle. But you know what?
It's just not as happy as it could be.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It seems like every morning you find a way to remind me that I'm single.
Every morning.
Why is that?
Well, first of all, I don't find a way. I just retrieve it. It's there waiting for me. I take it and then I bring it to the forefront. But no, I don't think it's really important to, to be in a relationship, but especially in winter, I do think it's awesome that it gives us this opportunity to reflect. And sometimes it can be beneficial to not have to talk to other people. Exactly. But I cannot say the same with regards to cuddling next to a water bottle, next to cuddling your partner. The levels are different. They're slightly different, but I support you. Support your cause.
It's giving you're judging me hard. But you see, the problem is you can't find love in Windhoek.
Are you sure?
Windhoek is for business.
What?
Windhoek is a business district. The problem is you're trying to find love in Windhoek.
I don't know who you're advising, but I'm going to let you know right now. There's a lot of love in Windhoek, okay? It's business, but there's hills, mountains, go around. You'll make your way. All right, stay with us as we head into the news after the break.
Welcome to What's Cooking, where culinary passion meets expert insights.
Somebody must really want to cook and want to cook good food.
Immerse yourself in the bustling world of professional kitchens as top chefs create mouthwatering dishes. Join us for in-depth interviews as our host explores the experiences and expertise of our guest chefs. Don't miss out. Tune in to What's Cooking on NTV every Friday at 2100 hours and let the culinary adventure begin.
Now for some freshly brewed news, the KWV CEO replaced as his wife appeared to be drunk on wealth in reality TV show. KWV, the South African wine and spirits producer, has announced that Boyce Lloyd will be replaced as the CEO of the company from the 1st of June. The announcement comes shortly after his wife's controversial appearance on the Cakenet reality show, The Real Housewives van der Veenlande. The outgoing CEO's wife left many viewers with wide eyes after Anita Lloyd flaunted her wealth on the reality TV show and made comments about poor people. It left a sour taste in many viewers' mouths as she claimed to regularly fly to London for a Harrods shopping trip, as some of the show's footage was shot inside KWV cellars. We all worship Mammon, the god of money. If I didn't have money, I'd jump from a building. Being poor is really bad, Anita said in the show. Like I said, if you don't have money, just make money. Simple.
All right. Okay. So, very interesting. Okay. So, the money is theirs.
Yes.
They didn't steal it, apparently, right?
Apparently.
No one's saying they stole the money.
Yeah.
They're flaunting what they do have.
Yeah.
All right. So, I right now, first opinion out the bat, I feel like KWV is being a little too hard on the husband. Because look, he's created a life, a successful life, and that life has opulence. And that life has a woman who is elegant, rich, and she's full of energy. She's robust. If they didn't consider her, I don't believe she's changed her character for a single day. If they didn't do some kind of assessment of wives prior to him, if it wasn't part of the reason he was made a CEO, I don't think it should be a reason he gets taken off from being CEO. However, I don't think it's wise to mock poor folk, particularly in South Africa, particularly given the demographics of who's the wealthiest in South Africa and how a lot of that generational wealth has circulated and where it came from. Of course, that is problematic, but KWV is not going to suddenly make it seem like it's like an organization for you're not an activism group. We don't expect morals from a whiskey company. I just you know what I mean?
Okay, so the thing is, I agree with what you're saying, that first of all, the money is theirs.
She's got the bag.
It's hers.
And you
to
saw her.
flaunt.
She was out there looking like
You
an
know.
Afrikaans Cleopatra. Go, go.
Afrikaans Cleopatra.
I love it.
But the thing is, as much as they're not saying that he stole the money, I do understand what kind of picture it could paint to the general public.
The truth.
Yeah, where the public is like,
Yeah.
did they really get that? Like, is it generational wealth or are they stealing from people?
Yeah.
So I understand why it left a sour taste in people's mouths. But also, guys, we grew up watching, not me, but we grew up watching the Kardashians. We've seen them flaunt their wealth countless times.
Of course, they haven't married CEOs, really.
You know, but
well,
then
it depends
also,
how you see it. You know, Kanye West is a billionaire, so yeah.
But at the same time, we've seen that reality TV show is scripted.
It is scripted, and it's supposed to give off, you know, this kind of vibe. And look, it's the housewives of the wineland. Come on, you're expecting rich women to be talking rich women stuff.
And like you said, opulence.
Opulence. I have to say, look, anticipating success in my life, I almost cannot see the value of it unless the people that I love can enjoy it.
True.
So some people do get fulfillment from showering their wives with gifts, with diamonds, with these kind of things. Of course, KWV is trying to do like image control, image sanitizing, but they paid them that money. That money was in their bank account, and they use it how they wanted to. Just don't mock the poor.
Don't say you'll go
Don't do
jump
that.
off a building.
Don't go, you just...
I think,
But
like
what
she
she
was
like-
indirectly just trying to say, if you don't have money, just go make it. If you're homeless, just get a house.
Apparently, yeah. So look, that's her reality. That's her truth. And who's to say she wouldn't jump off a building?
True.
Yeah. So, moving forward, the British royal family, there was a car chase. Now, if I say that, you might be thinking about 1997. But I'm talking 2023. On Tuesday evening, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, along with Meghan's mom, Doria Ragland, attended MS Magazine's 2023 Women of Vision Awards. But what should have been an evening honoring and celebrating Meghan soon turned near catastrophic, in the words of the couple, who were involved in a car chase involving paparazzi photographers. The couple's account of what happened sounds eerily similar to the 1997 car crash in Paris that killed Harry's mother, the beloved Princess Diana.
Woo!
Yeah. Right. Hey, so many questions.
The moment I read about this, immediately I said, this is history repeating itself.
Yes, yes. Look, of course, we were never fully told who was responsible for Princess Diana's death. But there's speculation, and that speculation came up again, you know.
Yeah.
And considering how Meghan has been treated, particularly by the British media, you wouldn't be really surprised, but of course, this was in New York. And I remember watching an interview Piers Morgan had with the actual taxi driver who was driving the taxi, and they said, listen, I'm a celebrity taxi, but taxi driver, a lot of celebrities get picked up for taxis in New York. You know what I mean? It happens a lot. Now, Piers Morgan was also, as usual, kind of trying to downplay the situation, like perhaps the Duke and Duchess of Sussex were overplaying what happened. I mean, the taxi driver said, I have had celebrities, but I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen anything like this. There were two cars chasing them. The cameras got straight right into the car that they were in. And they said they were nervous. They were visibly scared, which is very interesting. And of course, look, America is America, but America has got a lot of celebrities floating about who are far more famous than these two folks. I've seen them have conversations with Kanye West. I've seen Kanye West punch the paparazzi.
We've seen a lot.
I do think it's very different, and that's why people feel a little weird when it's happening to Prince Harry and Meghan.
Considering what happened.
And her mother.
Yeah.
Considering what happened in the past.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree. I mean, there was a lot of speculation that the royal family, the British royal family, was behind Princess Diana's accident. But again, nothing was ever proven.
Yeah.
But now to see it happen again like
Yeah,
this,
something like that. You know, I think what rings an alarm in people's minds is, as much as you cannot point to foul play, can you point to kindness and empathy?
Ooh.
And perhaps being devoid of that is what makes people jump to the nearest conclusion, which is perhaps this was happening under nefarious intentions.
All right, now moving over, girl who went missing in 2017 reunited with family after a store owner recognizes her from Netflix series. Kayla Ubenhauen, who went missing in 2017, has been reunited with her family after a North Carolina store owner recognized her from the Netflix series Unsolved Mysteries. According to People magazine, the Illinois resident was 9 years old when she was abducted. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children said Kayla was abducted by her mother, Heather Ubenbaum, from South Elgin in Illinois on July 5th, 2017. Heather reportedly took her camping and failed to bring her back home. She did not have custody rights over her daughter. A store owner in Asheville in North Carolina identified the now 15-year-old while watching the Netflix series, which aired late last year. The matter was reported to the authorities and Heather was arrested.
Wow. First of all, now I understand why people watch these crime documentary series. Apparently it's helpful. Apparently you can actually find people. But you can't help but have a little bit of a mixed feelings around it, because I did not realize it was the biological mother who took her. So if you're to say it in a sentence, the biological mother took her daughter and raised her for 15 years. But that's not the full sentence, right? Took her daughter illegally, so kidnapped her daughter. And then you have to find out what were the reasons for her having lost custody of the daughter. Had she given away her daughter? And also at the same time, how did she go about people looking for her daughter throughout that time? How did she feel about not giving the right information to all those people who may have presumed that the girl was dead? Very interesting.
Very, very interesting. Like you said, because we don't really, like if I was just to say a girl was found after a store owner watched Unsolved Mysteries, it's like, oh my goodness, you know. But then now we hear that it's the biological mom, and it's like, is it really an unsolved mystery? Because I mean, technically, it could be, but we've, like Madeleine McCann, that story, that is an unsolved mystery because no one knows who took her. Whereas here, it's like her mom took her camping and then she never came back home. She
decided that she didn't want to. Yeah, it's very, very interesting. And it's, mixed feelings over there. But I wonder if she was missing and it wasn't her mom looking, who would we prioritize to take her back to? Her mother. Yeah. So that's, you know, that. But I do find it weird. I mean, we're in 2023, so now we can actually watch films, and we can watch series for entertainment, and they can have bearing on real life consequences. But I'm also curious about this shop attendant. I don't know many people who I've seen at the age of 5 who I can recognize at 15 without having them grow from 5 to 15. This person must have like incredible, like, you know, identification skills.
Because I wouldn't even be able to, you know, that's actually one of my worst fears, that what if out there Interpol has a list, right, of fugitives, and you just bump into this person
and you're just chilling,
and you don't know, and you don't know, knock on wood, like you don't know. And if this girl was 5 years, no, she was 9, she was 9 when she was abducted, and now she's 13. How do you?
How do you?
Because it's not your family member that you've watched
and
grow
you're just in a shop.
You're just in a shop.
But you know, they had to have, maybe, you know, a lot of folks are addicted to crime documentary series. They must have really gotten into it and, like, you know, really looked at the sub stories, checked out a couple of TikToks, and
you know those AI images where it's like a prediction image, like what she would probably look like. They do that.
We're not worried about AI, right?
I definitely am. I've never made it a secret. I am terrified of AI. I was actually watching a series. Now I know it's just a series, but I'm like, it sounds like something that could happen. So basically, they were testing a self-driving car, and the guy was doing, you know, the whole test drive, and he's in the car and he's selling the car. Like the car would stop if it senses a pedestrian and all of that. And then it made an illegal U-turn. And he says to the car, that was an illegal U-turn. And it said, yes, but it will get us there faster. So it overrode his commands And basically it had a mind of its own. And I am terrified of that.
That is scary. That is scary. It also almost sounds like having children.
How?
Yeah, because you have this plan for this little guy.
No, I can,
you know what
I
I
can
mean?
definitely.
And then they'll be like, no, but this was logical to
Yeah.
me. Mom, if there's mud outside and I can play with it outside, surely I can play with mud inside the house.
Exactly.
It's a lot of
And
sense.
kids are exactly like that.
Yeah.
I notice this with my daughter every day. Like, she will fight me.
Yeah.
The other time she said to me, Diana, I need privacy. I'm like, oh.
Whoa.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
that's different. Privacy.
Okay.
In Africa,
Okay.
I'm 33. I don't have privacy. Do you have privacy?
I don't have privacy.
I appreciate that. But, you know, bottom line is we should all be able to take care of our creations. We certainly hope that you enjoyed it. And I don't know, enjoyed? Is that always the case? No,
Yes.
found our news stories
Interesting.
captivating, yes, and
Yeah.
interesting. We'll be back after the break with an interview with Jo Marie Duddy.
We're in the lights department at Pukovitz, a mega build at the Grove. With us, the head of the electrical division or department at the store, Tashes de Vos. Tashes, thank you very much for allowing us into your space. We are spoiled for choice. This is just a beautiful, beautiful area of the shop.
Wow, thank you very much.
And tell us a little bit about, there's so many different styles of lights here. What is popular at the moment?
Well, what I've noticed, we recently just revamped, let me just put it out there. As you can see, we revamped the lighting department and we made a whole new change. As you guys can see, we put it all out. We hanged it, we opened it, and we put it on display. So what I've noticed, most people that come in, they are intrigued by this new vintage lights that we have. They call it the open bulbs. And as you can see, it's the filament bulbs. And it's got this nice, unique, soft feeling attached to it. And I don't know, people are just falling in love with it because just of the
beautiful.
Exactly.
And it makes me feel like going home and changing all the lights in my house because there's various types and there's just a light design and a size for just about everything you need it for.
Yes.
And you said just now that there are also people are still very fond of chandeliers.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised because a lot of people coming in, they got this open plan kitchen and they got this high ceiling. And they just, when they come in, they just say, wow, this crystal or the black or the different, we have a variety. So they have a variety to choose from, but they just come in and they see, oh, this is beautiful. It just fits perfect with this design and with my setting or my lounge suite, or even the way the layout of the lounge suite, and it just fits perfect with the lighting and everything.
It does. Yeah, no, I love it.
So
too.
now it's open, and they actually can visualize. They see the light, and it's perfect.
It's wonderful that all the lights, or virtually all the lights, are hanging, and you can actually see what it looks like. You don't just have to look at the picture on the box.
Or just the box. You see there's a box and you don't know how it looks like.
Yes.
And now what makes it more nice when it's on is you see a whole new.
Precisely, you can envisage it in your house.
Yes, exactly.
It's absolutely breathtaking. When we spoke just now, you mentioned how interesting it is to you when clients come, that everyone is unique and individual, and do you enjoy working with them?
I really do enjoy it. Each person is unique on its own. And when a person comes in here, because then you show him the chandelier, but then you see this antique thing and it's like, wow, I've been looking at this and I'm so fond of and love it. It's like just to see how a person comes out, the way people think and the way people do things. It's very interesting to see how unique each person is.
How they light up.
And
no
how
pun
and how it
intended.
fits into their own personal, I almost said behavior, our personal
Yes.
space.
Yes, yes,
Exactly.
absolutely. Because it is a very personal thing.
Yes.
A light. It creates such, it determines the atmosphere.
It does.
In your room, and if it's not right, then
It's not right.
it's not right.
It's
It's,
not
just
right.
not,
It's not right. And interesting, you're talking about your personal space or the light. What we also done, I'll show you the light. It comes in 3 different colors.
Oh wow.
So what makes it more interesting? So when we showed people this, they're like, "Wow, I never knew that."
Yes.
But they live with the light every day. So you get the 3 types of light. It's cool white. You get
Okay.
warm white. Sorry, it's warm white. Then cool white and daylight. So I'll explain to you the difference. The warm white it's got this yellowish, warmish feeling.
Yes.
Now in the old days, the halogen warm white, it was giving this warm type of feeling in the room. Now it's giving that, that warm feeling,
Yes.
nice, relaxing. And then the cool white is a bit brighter.
Yeah.
And then daylight is like bright. You can see everything is clear. You can even see the difference between the different colors. It's awesome. It's amazing.
Oh wow. I'm going to experiment with that.
I'll show you. Even set up a whole
yes.
the different lights to show you the difference. It's very
Yes.
interesting.
All this choice.
Yes.
But consumers and people increasingly aware of the impact on the environment.
Yeah.
How many of your lights, etc., is climate friendly?
Well, I'll say 98%. The
Wow.
reason why I'm saying this, we changed to all our bulbs are now LED. So the LED, you save on energy.
Yes.
It doesn't take a lot of power. It lasts longer, and then obviously, it's also very let me say safe. If
Yes.
the bulb falls, it's plastic. It doesn't scatter
Oh,
or
of
the glass
course,
doesn't cut
because-
and doesn't break.
Yeah, that can give a nasty cut.
Yes.
I remember quite, especially the lamps.
Yeah,
It becomes touchy.
that's it.
Tarshis, thank you very much. Please come and visit them at the lighting department at Pukwitz Megabul. I can assure you, you will not go home empty-handed. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sir. Welcome.
En my voorstel diepe trip. Tyd vlieg so stadig. Mis jy lekker goed, loop goed geword op die Eiriestaf. Ons is by die draai vriendie, nooit te vroeg om verliefd te raak nie. Elke klein dingetjie doen het net weer. My juffrou, die waarheid maak seer op my plaas.
Windhoek, ons kom Namibië toe, yes! 27 Mei sien ons julle by die Doc Jabber sportgronde, saam met die Iwe Joe Black. Yes! Kry jou kaartjies nou by eticket.my.na.
Hey Namibia, it's Joe Black, and I can't wait to come visit you guys on the 27th of May at the Rock and Roll Music Festival in Windhoek. So get your tickets now at the link on top, and come enjoy the day with us. Let's have the biggest show Namibia has ever seen. See you there.
Welcome to Active Kids, a daily TV show that sparks creativity, learning, and fun for young minds. With exciting activities and lessons, Active Kids inspires curiosity and a love for learning.
New face to the 15.
The perfect mix of play and education. Don't miss out on the fun. Tune into Active Kids on NTV every weekday at 10 o'clock and let the adventure begin.
All right, so that's been our show. Smell the Coffee is going to be on tomorrow.
With Glenn.
With Glenn. Oh, I'm very interested in finding out what's happening with that.
I will give you a sneak
Okay.
peek. Well, Aina went to Avani.
All right.
Yeah, so basically that's what the show is going to be about. So we're going to see what Aina got up to. Yes,
It's
and
going to be very interesting.
it's gonna
No,
be very
certainly.
interesting.
Yeah, no, and you know, if there's one thing about Anna, she knows how to adorn a space and she knows how to truly soak it in. So I'll definitely be looking at that. And I love watching anime shows and TV shows because I always watch vlogs on YouTube. So I can always just press on YouTube and smell the coffee throughout the day. From Diana Master and Ashwin Berry, have a wonderful weekend.